Imagine standing in the middle of a global fashion hurricane where the eye of the storm isn't a city or a season, but a single person with freckles like constellations and a voice that vibrates at the frequency of pure luxury. We are witnessing an unprecedented era in K-pop history, where the lines between idol culture and high fashion dominance haven't just blurred, they've been completely erased. Felix Lee isn't just a member of Stray Kids anymore, he has become the ultimate golden goose of the luxury world, sparking a silent but aggressive bidding war that has left JYP Entertainment scrambling to manage the sheer magnitude of his influence. The industry is buzzing with a frantic energy because everyone knows that a single Felix Effect post can crash servers and sell out collections in seconds. But behind the glitz and the flashing cameras at Paris Fashion Week, there is a high-stakes game of chess being played by CEOs and creative directors who are all desperate for a piece of the sunshine magic. Why are the biggest fashion houses on the planet suddenly acting like obsessed fanboys? Is JYP truly prepared for a star whose individual brand might actually outgrow the very group he belongs to? The tension is thick, the numbers are astronomical, and the stakes have never been higher. From legendary French heritage houses to modern streetwear giants, the battle for Felix's face, his aura, and his loyalty is reaching a breaking point. Are we looking at a future where a K-pop star dictates the next decade of global trends? Let's peel back the curtain on this glamorous chaos. Who is currently winning the tug-of-war for the deep voice king, and who is willing to burn their entire marketing budget just to keep him from signing with a rival? Get ready, because the Felix frenzy is about to redefine everything you thought you knew about celebrity power. Number 5. The heritage giant, the LV empire, the ultimate lockdown. The relationship between Felix and Louis Vuitton isn't just a standard brand ambassadorship, it feels more like a royal decree that has sent shockwaves through the entire LVMH portfolio. When Nicolas Ghesquière, the creative director of Louis Vuitton, personally handpicked Felix, he wasn't just looking for a model. He was looking for a muse who defied gender norms and bridged the gap between ethereal fantasy and gritty street style. We've seen Felix move from merely attending shows to actually walking the runway as a featured model, a move so bold it practically screamed that Louis Vuitton considers him their secret weapon. This specific partnership is the primary reason JYP is in a state of high alert panic. Why? Because the exclusivity demands of a brand as massive as LV are suffocatingly strict. They don't just want Felix for a campaign, they want his entire aesthetic identity. Every time Felix breathes in a different brand's direction, the LV legal and marketing teams are likely right there, reinforcing their territory. The Felix Effect saw LV's social media engagement skyrocket by triple digits, proving that his fan base, the Stays, are not just listeners, they are high-spending consumers who will pivot their entire wardrobe to match his. JYP is caught in a vice grip because while LV brings prestige, the sheer dominance of the brand makes it difficult for Felix to explore other lucrative opportunities without breaking non-compete vibes. The reason this fight is so intense is simple. Louis Vuitton has tasted the power of Felix's global pull, and they are currently doing everything in their power to build a golden cage around him, ensuring that no other rival house can claim his iconic visual. It's a battle of ownership over a human brand that has become more valuable than the clothes he wears. Number 4. The tech titan, the Galaxy King, the S25 Edge battle. As we enter 2025, the battle for Felix is no longer limited to the Paris runways, but has expanded into the highly competitive world of cutting-edge technology. Samsung, the South Korean tech giant, has officially recruited Felix into its Team Galaxy lineup as the lead face for its global Galaxy S25 Edge campaign. This isn't just another phone advertising contract, it's Samsung's strategic move to reclaim the hearts of Gen Z from the dominance of its competitors. Imagine, Samsung sees Felix not just as an idol, but as the personification of future technology, elegant, sophisticated, yet down to earth. Behind the scenes, JYP Entertainment is reportedly under immense pressure because the contract requires Felix to always appear using a Samsung device in all his public appearances and social media posts. This presents a tremendous logistical challenge, as Felix has often been caught on camera accidentally using other devices in the past, which could result in millions of dollars in fines. The emotional fact is, Samsung even went so far as to create special Galaxy X Felix content that highlighted the audio features to capture the vibrations of his legendary deep voice, making fans feel as if Felix was whispering directly into their ears through the phone. Felix's presence at the Unpacked event in San Jose not only caused traffic jams, but also caused Samsung's pre-order server to crash due to the surge in traffic from stays wanting the same phone as Yongbok. JYP panicked because they had to ensure that every camera shot, whether from paparazzi or fan sites, did not violate this very strict exclusivity contract. Why was Samsung so insistent? Because they knew that in Felix's hands, a phone was no longer just a communication tool, but a must-have lifestyle accessory for millions of people around the world. Would Felix be able to maintain his loyalty to one tech brand amidst the onslaught of temptations from other Silicon Valley competitors? The pressure was palpable, and Felix's every Instagram post was now a battleground for brand lawyers. Number 3. The beauty revolution, the Hera throne, the king of glow. The global beauty world just experienced a tectonic shift that has executives from Seoul to New York holding their breath. Hera, the luxury beauty brand under Amore Pacific, synonymous with Blackpink's Jennie for 6 years, surprisingly selected Felix as its first male global brand ambassador for 2025. This isn't just a facelift, it's a declaration of war on the high-end cosmetics market. JYP Entertainment was left reeling because the contract with Hera demanded nearly impossible visual standards. Felix had to maintain flawless skin amidst the packed schedule of his Dominate World Tour. Why such a fierce competition? Because Hera recognized Felix's rare ability to break gender barriers in the beauty world. As soon as the Reflection Skin Glow line campaign launched, the product sold out within hours in Japan and Thailand, even creating the Brownie Boy phenomenon, a special lip gloss shade inspired by Felix's charm that instantly became a rarity. JYP is under pressure as other Western beauty brands reportedly continue to court Felix with much larger contract offers, attempting to poach him from Hera. The current industry narrative is that whoever has Felix's face holds the key to dominating the global Gen Z market. The emotional reality that sends shivers down the spine is how Felix is personally involved in the color selection process, ensuring that the product embodies his bold yet elegant solista aura. Behind the glitz and glamour of the commercials lies immense contractual tension, as Hera wants Felix to be their exclusive face until the end of 2026. While JYP is beginning to realize that Felix's visual value has now surpassed the standard idol industry standard. Will JYP be able to keep Felix under their wing as one beauty giant after another starts offering him a blank check just for his iconic smile? The tension is just beginning, and every detail on Felix's face is now worth millions of dollars. Number 2. The Watchmaker's Duel, the Swiss Precision, the Timekeeper of Destiny. At the top of the luxury hierarchy, there's one sector that's the most difficult for any pop star to break into: Swiss luxury watches. However, in the year 2026, Tag Heuer has reportedly locked Felix into a secret deal whose value is set to shake the music industry. Imagine the pressure JYP Entertainment must have felt negotiating a contract where every second of Felix's time is literally valued in gold. Tag Heuer doesn't just want Felix to wear their watches, they want him to be the face of their legendary Don't Crack Under Pressure campaign, a perfect metaphor for Felix's hard-fought journey from Australia to the king of K-pop. The reason this scramble is so wild is because luxury watches are the ultimate status symbol in the men's world, and Felix is key to rejuvenating a brand image that has long been perceived as too formal and stiff. JYP is panicking because this contract involves high-level security protocols. Every watch Felix wears on his wrist is a multi-billion-dollar prototype that hasn't even been released to the public. The undeniable emotional truth is that when Felix was spotted wearing a special edition watch at a private event, Google searches for the model spiked 500% overnight, leaving traditional watch collectors in awe of the power of the Felix Effect. Why is Tag Heuer so aggressive? Because they are in fierce competition with Rolex and Cartier, who reportedly also sent Felix an open offer letter. It's a battle to determine who will control Felix's time. JYP must ensure that Felix is never photographed wearing another brand's watch, even in his private life, or they will face legal action that could halt the group's promotions. Every time Felix raises his hand to hold the microphone, millions of dollars are riding on the brand's pulse. Will Felix remain an icon of Swiss precision, or will an offer from another luxury jewelry brand break the clock on this deal? The world is watching every passing second. Number 1. The automotive ambush, the electric future, the Porsche power play. This is the pinnacle of all the contract craziness JYP Entertainment has ever experienced in the agency's history. Rumors circulating among automotive industry insiders suggest that Porsche, the German luxury sports car brand, is preparing a global brand partner position for Felix. This is a level unheard of for almost any other K-pop idol. Why is JYP breaking out in a cold sweat and having a panic attack? Because Porsche isn't just a brand. It's a highly selective symbol of freedom and speed. Felix isn't just being asked to pose next to a car. He's being groomed to be the face of their upcoming electric car line, the next generation Porsche Taycan. Imagine the logistical challenges. JYP must ensure Felix has a valid international driver's license, hundreds of millions of dollars in life insurance, and security protocols far stricter than those for concerts. The reason Porsche is so willing to bet on Felix is because of his luxury edge aura, a blend of angelic gentleness and mechanical prowess. The emotional revelation that left the industry speechless was when Felix was spotted in a secret photo shoot with a custom-made classic Porsche with freckled interior details, a tribute Porsche almost never bestows on any celebrity. JYP felt pressured because such automotive contracts typically severely restrict an artist's mobility. Felix couldn't be seen leaving a competing brand's car, even if it was his own agency's pickup. The tension reached a boiling point when Italian luxury car brand Lamborghini reportedly tried to sabotage the deal by offering an even more astronomical contract value. It was a battle of class, speed, and global prestige. Would Felix become the first idol to own a private circuit just to meet his contractual demands? This wasn't about music anymore. It was about how Felix Lee had become an entity larger than the industry itself, leaving JYP in a race to stay relevant alongside their overshining star. What can we learn from this Star Wars phenomenon over Felix? This is clear evidence that in 2026, an idol's worth will no longer be measured solely by how well they sing or dance, but rather by the strength of their personal brand identity. Felix has successfully built an irreplaceable persona, a contrasting blend of a deep masculine voice and genderless ethereal visuals. This teaches us all that being unique and daring to be different, like maintaining freckles or experimenting with clothing styles, is the key to becoming a magnet for the world. Felix doesn't follow trends. He's a trendsetter, and that's why the world's biggest brands are willing to risk their reputations for him. Thank you for following this epic journey of Felix's rise to power among the world's biggest brands. Don't forget to continue supporting our 8 beloved members, because their true strength lies when they're together. Stay a part of this incredible journey, and don't miss out on other exclusive updates, only here. See you in the next exciting documentary, only on the channel OT8 SKZ.